Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. Definitely helps the channel grow. All right. So, we are playing Carrot. And I think, I ain't gonna lie, I think it is shaky in the meta for Carrot because a lot of the decks you're probably not going to be able to beat. Just null and void your leader ability. So sadly, green doesn't have any cost reduction and Carrot only rests a 5-drop. And there's a lot of decks out there that don't care about the 5-drop. They'll just like keep high dropping you and high dropping you. So like I said, there's a lot of decks out there like that. And then even with decks that play low enough drops, you still have this weird particular hurdle, right? To where you gotta somehow capitalize, right? So if you rest, like in that situation, that character is weak enough for us to swing over, no big deal. But for the most part, if you rest a 5-drop that might be 6 to 7k power, you still got to put an effort in to swing over it or have some sort of combo play. So yeah, it's still a bit of a chore. I mean, me personally, I do like Carrot's ability. I think it's real tech savvy. It's meta dependent. So if the meta ends up being a quicker pace, if there's a transition to a quicker pace meta where people are going wide and really trying to push the board, then Carrot is going to be a problem. But I don't think Carrot can do well in a meta that's too top heavy. That's all it is. So it's a matter of time. Now, the thing that sucks, though, is that we already know that things will get rotated, and we're not 100% sure if leaders will be reprinted. But, whether they do or don't, like if they don't get reprinted, then I hope it's in the context or the ideology that they're getting eroded, right? So it's like Carrot gets remade, but the ability is different. Now it can rest, I'm just saying things, a 7-drop. And then, so it's like, oh, well, this isn't the same as the other Carrot leader, but it's like, oh, no, it's basically Carrot. It's just better. So cool. It's either that or let's say they just coming out with the leader as is. Then, okay, it gives the leader another chance to have an opportunity to compete in a different type of meta, So that's where it's at. But more power to all the Carrot players out there. More power to the people that's trying to figure it out. It's a little tough one. She's a format leader. That's how I feel. She's not for any format. She's a format leader. Oh, we just lost the body. See, now we just need that dog. We don't got the dog. Just play him and freeze. Well, that works just as great. Restand on. This is the effectiveness of the Carrot deck. Just being able to continuously freeze and freeze and freeze. We don't have to worry. It's like that character is not even on the board. And then that stage with the ability to restand on and restand a character at the end. And then you can imagine with all the cards that are coming out in the future, like green clearly has a habit of restanding Dawn. The potential combo plays that might be available in this deck. Just restand. Dawn, that is. Restanding characters is too savage. And our opponent has a bunch of cards in hand. Oh, there's Dragon. Haha. You swing with Dragon. We have to take. Damn, too many of those cards. Now Bartolomeo wants to show up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now he wants to show up. Swing with 7 because you have a lot of cards in hand and freeze that Luffy. So definitely going to develop Bart next turn. And hopefully they have a target for us to rest so we can start cleaning this hand up. Because goodness. Yeah, and this puts them. I mean, we don't really have much counter power in hand, sadly. So of course they can just like leader stack swing, but they need some blockers. They don't have enough life to just like all in leader swing, all in leader swing. Oh, little do they know we have another carrot in hand. Ooh, and we're gonna be able to we could counter out, and then we could just play both. Yes. Next turn, play carrot, play Bart. Oh, we just like F that. We need to clean this hand up now. Oh, we could play Electrical Luna instead. Okay. Because like playing Electrical Luna technically would allow us to keep carrot in hand for counter power. Yeah, since it's not being frozen, might as well just get it off the board now. Or not only that, yeah. And it could be an attack threat. Last thing we need is Dawn Stack Swing. Art, like you can see, we do got a blocker, but you can see our counter power is low in our hand. So yeah, the last thing we need is for them to do something cute and just Dawn Stack Swing and then swing. Oh, there that goes. They had some counter power in their hand too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, essentially. No, 7. They had about 7k of counter power in their hand. I mean, overall, it looked bleak. It had a character they couldn't even use. Oh, they whiffed. Love how people want to use Film Luffy. These Film Luffy decks. I remember we made it for Red Purple Luffy. I love that. I love that. Oh my god. I love that. 6k leaders made it easy to stay alive. Swing with Guilt of Sorrow, draw 2, draw 2, draw 2. It was lovely. It was lovely. But I can understand people playing film cards in this, because if you want to use Guilt of Sorrow, it's free with this leader. Attack, draw 2, attack, draw 2. Before you know it, your hand size is looking crazy. Think about it. 3 attacks is an entirely new hand. Just 3. Keep it alive for 3 turns. It gains its value with the first swing, to be honest. And then second swing, now you're stealing from the bank. Okay, we play a stage. Get back a Dawn. Rest blocker. Yes. Obviously, I'm like, just swing on the blocker, and they saved it. That's kind of interesting. And then Bart. Well, only if it makes sense. But if we get Bart down on the board, then you already know we could just start cleaning our hand. $6k swing. Oh, interesting. Was that a good decision? It kind of doesn't make sense. Well, we're at 1 life to their 4, but they only got 3 cards in hand. Yes, we can still use ability, rest. There's a stage card, pluck. Thank you. See, that's one of the things that I feel is bad about the carrot cards, is that the key early game cards, if I'm correct, they don't hit like my mind is telling me 3, and I'm about to say they need to hit like a 4. But for all I know, they already hit a 4. But the overall, no matter what, is if those cards can hit something higher, then yeah. And would that be fair, unfair? We don't know, because we never had the chance. But yeah, Carrot's early game is weak because the cards are like very irrelevant. counter. So many attacks. Oh, delicious. I think was that what they were doing, trying to bait the block and then just still went for it anyway, just to lose a character? That is too much. Oh, too bad we couldn't like rest and freeze something else. So attach Dawn, swing. Yes, it does freeze a 4. Thank God. Yeah, like I said, I kept thinking 3, and I'm like, that's gonna be a sad story if it can only affect a 3. Well, lucky for us, it affected a 4. But yeah, and you know what's interesting? Because keep in mind, next format, Rayleigh becomes, he's a relevant leader to my knowledge. So yeah, Carrot has a leader to compete against. So keep that in mind, everybody. And then, like I said, I really feel like if Rayleigh impacts enough, and then whatever happens the next set impacts enough, I think the game would be a quicker pace and start really relying on low drops. I wonder why they didn't just swing. Lucky. Amazing. Oh, for having all that counter power. Oh, look at that hand. Look at that hand. Yeah, meanwhile, we still have more counter power. Like, little did they know. Only now they get to see it, right? When they conceded, they got to see it. But yeah, that's another thing. I think when it comes to solid, fair leaders, give them mad support. Let's print some more Minx cards. You know what I'm saying? Give them a bunch more support. Why that Dog Storm never popping up? It be pissing me off. As many Carrot games as I had to look over, test play, yada yada, it's just like he just barely shows up, and it just doesn't. It's never at the right time. Be pissing me off. So we got our stage card. It's gonna help our shenanigans. We got 2 10 drops. And if we could make sure, for the most part, we could make sure they don't stack their field. I was gonna say, I don't even know what I was gonna say the first time, but then I almost said stage. So field. I think I was gonna say board first, then stage, and then field, but whatever. All I know is I overthought it and scrambled in my head. All right. So what are we? 3. We'll be at 5. And then they rely on 5 drops. So this might actually be a good matchup for Carrot when you think about it, right? Their key is 5 and up for the most part, but a lot of the cards they play for obvious reasons are going to be the 5 drops. See, and that ends up counting as 5 at some point, but it doesn't matter. We have access to our leader ability. And then see, guys like that is technically more relevant because of all these suspicious well, that doesn't matter. We're just swinging on it anyway. Well, hopefully we play character first. And then activate Dawn. Yeah. Okay, good. That Bucky's hand size is insane right now. So what are they really gonna do? Because they're not really gonna have a double play for like play 3 cards and get 2 on the board. Well, they kind of could. I mean, not the 3 card. No, that would be a 3 card. Yeah, I was like double summon Croc. That's 2, and then they just got a card to summon him because his cost. So okay, I was kind of thinking something else, but it doesn't matter what I was thinking. Too much thinking is happening. That's the problem. I'm thinking too much. So we got the 7-drop Buggy and that guy, Mihawk. So yeah, you know what? I think basically what my brain was trying to concoct is what ends up happening. It's hot. Forgive me. All right, so we're going to play our blocker. We're going to rest something. Luckily, we got a target. Bartolomeo helps this deck a lot, I promise you, because the stage card gives so much value, and other cards like Electrical Luna give so much value when they can, that is. But when they can't, it's a problem, right? And then it's like these cards are bricks in your hand. So Bart definitely allowing you to cycle cards, it truly does help the deck. And as long as you have your minks on the board, you know you have access to your leader ability. You know, so the only thing outside of that is hoping that you just got a target on your opponent's board. Like if it wasn't for the fact that this leader plays so many 5-drops and stuff like that, this leader plays in range of our 8 trigrams, that KOing that search card would be the bad thing. Like if you ever played Smoker, or was around when Smoker was around, you always wanted to leave their 1-drop searcher on the board so you could punish them for having that searcher on the board. Some people will make the mistake of getting rid of it, not realizing that, oh, guess what? Now you're not going to be able to have access to that leader ability, that consistent 7k swing. But you leave it on the board, boom. So if we left it on the board, we'll always have a target that we can rest, so we can trigger Bart. But our hand size is good. The quality of our hand is good, so it's not that deep. But if anybody's in a situation like that where their hand is bad and the only target on the opponent's board is a searcher card, then just leave it so you can just keep resting it and cycling. Hey, we're ready. Our hand is loaded. There's some thinking afoot. What just happened? Okay, they trashed. They play. I guess there's just a lot going on for them, and they're just trying to figure out how to maximize this play. They just need 2 more characters for that, or 1 more, I should say, for that board state that they're looking for. We have a lot of cards. Do we have a 2K? No, I don't think we do. Weird game state to be in. Oh, okay, 3 cards out of hand. And just like that, we get a normal hand size. Imagine it was just like, oh, I'm going to set him up for pudding. I'm just going to attack. He's going to just give me 2 cards. You know what? Forget that pudding thing. That sounded stupid. You never want to reduce your opponent's hand size no matter what. Too bad we couldn't rest any bigger targets. But luckily we have Carrot just to at least guarantee freeze that Mihawk. Okay, there's just like no point in keeping that. Deal with that, then we restand. So luckily we have a blocker. Not much counter power on our hand, but a blocker and 2 life. So we're good for at least 3 attacks. And they only got 1 life left. Yeah, this is that late. Oh my god. Really? Well, you have to pick Carrot. Not many targets worth picking. Unless they want to pick the blocker. But yeah, that buggy character can't swing to my knowledge. Okay. Counter out. There we go. That card is not going to be valuable at all, to be honest. Does that rest anything? Yep. Oh, OG. Thanks for watching. And you already know, feel free to request any leader you would like to see in the future. We'll definitely make the deck and release the video.